doing? It is Thursday and we are out on the bike again. Bit of a close-up shot now. What do you think of that? Am I zoomed in? Am I focused? I think I'm good. How's everyone? I can see a couple of people watching already. We are in Sydney today. I thought, being that Scott Davies is from Sydney and he'll be out on the bike today. Inside on the bike, I guess. So let's get this happening. There we go. So today we are, well, I've already started. I've been going for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes according to the stream. I hope everyone's doing well. Milan, hope you are somehow getting through this crazy period with the well, not bombings really, it's Beirut and all that's happening in there. Apparently it's fertilizer that was the key ingredient to that huge explosion in Beirut. So yeah, it's interesting what's going on around the world, and you know, no one is safe from this kind of stuff. I can just tighten. Look at loosen this up. I went for a bike ride yesterday and my legs, I don't think they've seen so much exercise in the last 3 weeks that they ever have in the last rest of my life. I've been pushing my legs really hard. I've noticed a change in my face. I've noticed a change in my waist. So that's always a good thing. Otherwise, why would we be doing it? So this video here, this is going from Alexandria in Sydney to Milsons Point, which will go through the city. So we'll see what this is like. This was filmed just over a year ago, and the link to this full video is in the description if you'd like to do this video on your own without me voiceovering. So hope everyone is doing well today. Let us know what you'd like to talk about in the comments, and we'll be here for half an hour just like usual. And I changed up the camera angle a little bit just so you can see my face a little bit easier, and a little bit more of this space that I've created in here too. I'm really proud of what it looks like now. It's pretty cool, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to show you. I've turned on a camera. I'm not sure if it's going to actually work. No, it's not going to work. That's all right. I just tried it just while that 3 minutes was counting down. But we'll figure that out some other time. So, I wanted to use that camera angle to show you the setup of my work at home. It's my first day at work at home. Stage 4 restrictions now in place for workplaces. No retail stores open. Retail is trying to shift to more of a virtual consulting walkthrough. I don't know, it's a bizarre time. So I'm doing that at the moment. Working from here, I've got a couple of new screens set up, my laptop. I've got a heater in here now, an oil burner. Morning, Mr. Scott. Let's see if you can recognise where we are, Scotty. A couple of new subs over. I noticed. Thanks for noticing too. We're at 13 subs now. It was 11 yesterday. And I can actually see who they were. So one of them, Mystery Strange, good morning. One of them was Chandy Sow, who has been an advocate and a watcher of everything Danny Black, myself, and a whole bunch of others. So thanks very much for subbing, Shandy. And there was a random, I have no idea who that was. I do have automated emails turned on, so it does let me know when someone has subscribed to this particular channel. So yeah, welcome to the newbies. Hope you're watching, hope you're enjoying. And Scotty, you'll probably recognise some of these places, hopefully. This is going from Alexandria to Milsons Point, right through the heart of the city. So that should happen, I would say, in the next 10-15 minutes of us getting through there. I like these videos that don't have too much going on in them. There's not a lot of audio going on. Actually, I don't think there's any at all. Let me just check. Where are we? Audio. Oh, it seems like there is. I just can't hear it. I'll work that out some other time. So, yeah. Hope everyone is having a great Thursday. Melbourne is just very much messed up. It looks like a lot of businesses are going to shut. Hopefully they turn into something better or different, all those people that do have those businesses that are likely struggling. Good luck. That's all I can say. Like, if you decided to shut down, I wish you well. There is, I think, a little bit of government support coming your way. You live about 2 kilometres from Milsons Point. That's pretty cool, Scott. So hopefully we don't go past your place. And are you bike riding at the moment, Scott? Let me know. I'd love to even take a photo, send it to me. I'll chuck it up on the stream. And we've got some pretty awesome, interesting stuff coming next week. I've been talking with Emma Black, Danny Black, Xander, a whole bunch of guys, and it looks like what we might do is we're going to split this screen into 4, and it's just going to be all of us exercising and chatting at the same time, doing different things. So Emma might be hula hooping, Danny might be on his bike at the gym, I might be here on this bike, or doing jumps or resistance bands, which are behind you. And I've got this camera angle here is kind of built for the resistance bands because they're connected up the top behind that camera, and I can pull them this way so I can keep talking to you, and I don't need a wide angle or anything like that. Over on the side here I've got my camera that normally sits there, is over there, so I'll be using a nice professional camera with a mounted LED light on top to do my professional, as professional as you can, meetings from home now. So it's the bike's just too small. See, that's the thing when you order a bike and you're not quite sure if you're too big or the bike's too big or too small. Damn, that sucks. Wonder if you can get lifters, or maybe you can just get that seat shaft thing that goes in and updates and changes. That maybe you could get one of those from the people. Damn, it means you probably have to dismantle it, put it back in the box and send it back too. Oh well, you tried. Hopefully they've got a bigger version. So Scotty might be an extra couple of weeks until he gets his adjusted bike or a part and we can get on. But yeah, damn, that sucks. Scotty's a bit taller than me. We're I think I'm 172, 176 centimeters in height, and I was called a shorty, but I think he's probably a little bit taller than me. I'm definitely under 6 foot. I know that for sure. So yeah, I'll be working from home, and I moved everything from the office yesterday. So all screens, systems, even photos. It's going to be 6 weeks. Photos of my kids and the wife and everything I've brought home. I haven't set that up yet, but I'll be wired in using the Cat6 cable directly back into the house, and it'll just be different. Hopefully this heater will be able to keep me nice and toasty, and the good thing is I'll be able to exercise from here. I've brought my bike home, I brought every single skateboard home. It's hard to see, but Tramper's here with new batteries in it. Yes, and it works. We've got the Unlimited X unloaded, the Mirth scooter, which I do need to review in the next week and a half, and finding a space where you can legally do that, if it's considered exercising. That's another thing I'm not quite sure, but I think if I got up early as the sun breaks, get up and do that review, hopefully that'll be okay. Go through one of the local parks or something, I'm not sure, but find a nice quiet space, do the review, do some riding. It's probably going to be more of a indoor review to start with. So far, the Mirth, it's pretty damn cool. It doesn't have an incredible kick-off in terms of acceleration, but it depends on what you want. I think the kick-off limit actually makes the distance better. And I have noticed too, I know Scott Davies has been in this, Average E-Skate Reviews has been copying a bit of flack at the moment for not doing their research and maybe not understanding the e-skate community too well on the X-Way Atlas, and they've been deleting posts, and Sam James has been getting in there and trying to get some kind of ownership on some of the things that they've been doing. I understand where they're coming from. It is hard to know everything that's going on in the e-skate community and what boards, and it's a tough gig, and I see people pulling you out and saying, why'd you do that? Makes you think about why you do certain things, and makes you better, makes you change, makes you think about maybe some of the actions that you do online, but they do have this kind of cocky, pretentious outlook, and they think they know their stuff, and They've got this really nice kind of studio setup, but I don't even know if it suits what they're trying to achieve. It just seems a bit stuffy. So Scotty will probably say some things about that. But some cool news coming. The BioBoards Plutonium. It is the most powerful, fastest, craziest production electric skateboard ever built, and they finally built one. Over the last couple of days they've been releasing some videos. I'm going to try and, you can hear that clicking noise, it's just the end of my shoelace. Let's see if that fixes it. Aha. They've just released it, and one of the guys local in here in Victoria has bought one, and there's only one reason that you would want to buy something like that. It's to have the world's fastest, craziest, most powerful electric skateboard in the world. In terms of production, not DIY, it's mental. This thing's got 2.5 horsepower, over 1,000 amp. No, hang on, I'll get that right one day. I won't say exactly what I thought it was, but I'll check the facts. But it is the craziest, most powerful board. And the great thing is that guy from Melbourne that has bought one, he's going to do a review, and then he's going to let me borrow it and do a review too. So you'll be seeing the BioBoard Plutonium. Every time I say plutonium, I think of Back to the Future. And the great thing is this weekend on Sunday night, Melbourne time, or Sydney time, or Queensland time, we have a new guy from the UK who will be joining us. And he'll be live, and we'll just be talking away. But there is a new platform that I tried last week, which was trivia. Scott, I think you won it. I saw Scott in there. He was number one. I'm sure it was Scotty. That is going to be a staple every Sunday, so everyone can interact, everyone can have a bit of fun, everyone can see if they know the particular topic of that week. And this week is Back to the Future. And there's some crazy, I've been watching a lot of behind the scenes, I've been getting lots of very cool questions. It's amazing, it's going to be so good to do, and it'll be a lot of questions, a lot of updates in terms of 2.21 gigawatts, that's right. Wouldn't that be awesome if the Plutonium BioBoards did actually produce that amount of power? That was cool. Yeah, well done, Scott, you won, that's amazing. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It actually takes a lot of pressure off me trying to come up with questions and things too that are legitimately what people want to hear, what people want to think, or maybe is like, they'll say, oh geez Jay, that was a bloody good question. That happened last week with Fabi, and I got a lot of response from people saying somehow you did a lot of research and you knew their stuff and you gave him some cheek, but you also appreciated his business. It was good. So where the hell are we? We're underneath. What is that? Is that a scooter that guy's on there? See, the scooters are everywhere. This was over a year ago. And the amount of scooters that are out there these days is pretty unbelievable. And there's a lot of businesses here in Australia and abroad that are bringing out scooters. Just trying to see what kind of scooter that is. Not sure. And even the Rain, which is a Melbourne-made scooter. It's going to be a lot of people out on scooters, I think, and they just have to, from a government point of view, legalise this stuff. I did see overnight too that there was a bit of a snag with the UK trying to get scooters legalised. There was a bunch of young teens on scooters going along a bloody freeway on scooters doing like 12 miles an hour when it's like 60 miles an hour top speed on the freeway, and it's jeopardised the whole legislation getting passed through. Some people, huh? Oh, I know where this is. I think this is Hyde Park. I could be wrong, but Belmore Park. Scotty will know exactly where this is. Sydney's great for these kind of parklands in here. They always have amazing fountains, and it's nice and open in some areas. It's quite a nice place, but no offence to Scotty, but I've just found a lot of the... I used to live there. I used to live in a little suburb called Cherrybrook, which is near Dural, and I was there from when I was in grade 4 to grade 6, something like that, and I just found everyone in the city. We never go to the city because where we lived was like 40 minutes out. I just found everyone so arrogant and so bossy, and all the one-way streets around the city was so confusing, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. Whereas Melbourne seems a bit different. It's a bit more open. The buildings aren't so close to each other, and there's a bit of landscape. It's not just, one way in terms of the mountains. It's up and down, and the trams make it a bit different. It's sad that the monorail is no longer in Sydney as well. Castlereagh Street, Ken Campbell Street. So we're in the city. That t-shirt was pretty cool. Strong AF. It's on this skinny Asian dude. Oh man, I actually think I've gone past this. I remember going into that shop on the left late at night with the Sydney crew. Went there, I think it was like November last year, something like that. We went for a tour of Sydney. They took us to where did we go? Darling Harbour, over the Sydney Harbour Bridge, which was insane. I still haven't released that footage. Went to Luna Park, went down past, where did we go? Around, way around to this really cool, funky warehouse that had all these really nice restaurants and stuff in it, which no doubt I'm finding it tough at the moment. You rode that bike lane 2 weeks ago, Scott. What were you on? I bet you're on the X-Way Wave, probably. I can slightly hear the audio going on in the background here. I might try and turn it up a bit. Where is it? There. It's probably a bit better. Castlereagh Street, Sydney. So as you can see, like all these cars are going on one side of the road. It's not two-way traffic. It might seem like it is there for the bikes, but it's definitely not for the cars. Transart Cross Country. I'm actually getting one of those sent down. One of the new versions. I think it's version 3 that he's come out with. The Transart is just back there. No, it's right in front of me. And I've just got some new red springs for it because the ones it comes with are quite carvy, and it does seem to wobble at high speed. So he's given me these red ones that will tighten it up a bit and make it so it's a little bit less wobbly at a high speed. So yeah, cool. Let's see if I can flick. Yeah, see how it does that with the new Vesk. Interesting. I'm so glad that they got I think his name's Eduardo from Transart. Is trying all these new cool things. He's now got an alliance or a partnership with Fabian from Onsra. They're kind of throwing each other's boards each other's way for stocking and kind of warehousing, I guess you could call it, so that you can deliver boards a lot faster, a lot quicker. Two guys doing great things for the electric skateboard community. But yeah, had the new Vesco. I'd love to know, Scotty. We do have to get you on. There's so much to talk about. Maybe next weekend we'll do a trivia and talk about what it's like to be a YouTuber and all the interesting, crazy, good things, bad things. Be a great little stream. Danny Black, good to see you, mate. You had a great stream last night. You had a very interesting guy, I think, playing the piano. I couldn't hang around very much because the wife was yelling at me to get off my phone and watch Bachelor in Paradise with her. Mind you, I look over and she's buying clothes online. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been in this circuit too. Remember these corners that you can go through on these bike lanes are insane. But as again, these cars don't really look at the bikes as they turn into like parking bays but Sydney looks like it's really got its stuff together by putting in these dedicated bike lanes, which is something that Melbourne's trying to do here too. It's a whole new board with that new Vesk. I even thought the Transart was actually really good with the existing Vesk, not Vesk, the existing ESC. Yeah, but if you're saying it's better, wow, that's pretty cool. 22 minutes. Let's ramp it up a bit. I am sweating. What's my beats? 122, I can do it. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to give in the next 6 weeks, as I'm not going back to the office, I've got to keep thinking I'm not going back there for 6 weeks. Well, 5 weeks actually. To get back on those Zwift machines was insane. So sweaty, muscles are burning. My legs are at a point where I'm lying on the couch or whatever last night and I can feel them tingling. And for me, that's a good thing. It means like muscles are building and my legs are a lot thinner. Don't you hate, I don't know if anyone's been through this, but you walk and you can actually feel the skin between your legs, on your legs, rubbing against each other and you're just like, how the hell did that happen? When did that happen? But it's not happening at the moment, which is nice. Night and day. Eduardo, we've got to find that. Yeah, I think he's going to be sending one down and swapping the one that I've got with that. So, happy days. Just got to find a convenient place and time that's legal to do the reviews. I don't think, if I was out with a bunch of people doing reviews, that would be probably get in the eyes of those people who are law enforcers. But if I'm out with a camera on a scooter or a skateboard and they see me and I have a mask on and I'm away from everybody, I think they'd probably bat an eyelid and move on to something that's probably a little bit more stressful for them, or important for them for that matter. Oh, we've got an average watch time that's insane. Yesterday, for instance, it was about the 6.5 minute mark. At the moment, it's 10 minutes. That's amazing. 4 people watching. It does increase over time. So let us know who's there. And say g'day. I'm sure it's Scotty, Danny, Milan. I'm not sure who the 4th person is, so it's good. It's good. Now, yeah, you might have also seen Scotty, Fabian, I think it was, that said that Jason Potter's back. And yesterday he released his own video. He has changed the name of Inertian's YouTube channel to Electric Skateboard Builder, I think it is. And he put a video up. I only watched the first couple of minutes because I heard it all before, about what happened to Inertian. How's this? EJ. Someone's messaging me. And yeah, he's got long hair, and I think he's still working with a new company, or an existing company, to help them. Hey, Mr. Exchange and Hip Hoop, good to see you. Thanks for watching. So yeah, I think it's good for him. I think he's been through a lot. He's probably relied on a bunch of people that hadn't delivered, a lot of factories, just made some decisions that didn't work for him. So I feel for him. I feel also for the customers that never got their money back, never got their boards. It's unfortunate. It's part of the electric skateboard community and industry, I guess, that some companies out there do it. Max Find, yeah, thank you, Scott. That's right. So they found Jason Potter, and I hope he does good things for them. I really do. Oh, we've increased another person. That's probably Mr. Exchange, or you might have been there all the way through. Just want to see who that message was from. What's that? Oh no. Oh. I got a picture from the missus, and it looked like my laptop, and I saw a dent in it, and I'm like, no, one of the kids has dropped my laptop on the ground inside. But it wasn't. It was one of our friends, and she's just asking me if I can help. Thank God, or else I'd be really stuffed. Because think about it, none of the Apple stores are open here in Melbourne. It's retail. You'd have to purchase it online, and to get it delivered probably takes 3 days or something too. And that's the good thing about what I've done with this working from home thing. I could see this coming. So 3 months ago, I moved all our server-based assets and files and all that kind of stuff off a physical server where we are onto Google Drive. And Google Drive's like $12, $13 a month. It's nothing. And we've got 2 terabytes, I think, on that. We've used half a terabyte of all our artwork files, code base, documentation, processes, marketing. All that stuff is now sitting on Google Drive. And the good thing about it too, as of 2 days ago, I think it was, Google Drive Sync, I think it's called, or Stream, which is an app you can download from Google for both Mac and PC, will actually let you see your Google Drive as if it's a drive on your computer, like C Drive. So I can click on that. It's got everything, including Google Docs, Google Sheets. If you double click on that, just like you're opening up a file, it'll open up your browser and go straight to that document. It's amazing. But then if you've got like a Photoshop file, and it can be 50 meg in size or whatever, you double click that, it quickly downloads it off the server, and then you open it up on your computer as if the file's sitting there on the computer at all times. So best thing is, frees up terabytes of space on your computer. It all sits in the cloud. As soon as you save it, it saves it into that partition drive, uploads it, and just has that as a reference. It's amazing. So yeah, the problem was with all the beta versions of Big Sur with Mac OS, it wasn't working for a while, and then all of a sudden I see this thing pop up saying Google Drive needs to update the driver. Update it, boom, it's working. So yeah, Google's great. I love Google. And it seems a lot of people are starting to move across from Apple to Android, and even, I don't know if you watch the address for all the tech companies to Congress in America on big data and big IT companies. Even Tim Cook was saying that he now has recognized that Apple is not the number one in anything, in any industry in the world now. Android's number one for operating system, and I think Apple's still up there for their customer satisfaction, like 99% or whatever, but I think they've dropped on the watch department, they've dropped everywhere, so I think they're a bit nervous. I've got their new board, and the quality is amazing, feels like a Backfire G3, but with a stiff deck. That sounds awesome. Sounds really good. I've got a G3 somewhere behind me, so I know exactly what you mean, but it must be a smaller board than what I'm thinking. Mr. Exchange, I'm looking for a grade E board that can carry 100 kilos easily. The person I want to buy one for weighs up between 80 and 100. Well, that's roughly me. I'm at 880 at the moment. What would I choose? And whereabouts are they based? Your commercial Evolve GTR is going to have good customer support, great board, well built. That support thing's very big for early riders that they need some help or they're not sure how to change a wheel or whatever, so that kind of stuff's good. The answer is really good. Scotty can probably give you some input too. X-Way's Flex is good. I think they've caught up now with shipping. Or belt or hub is important too. For those that are new, I'd probably go hub. Belts tend to break if you're not quite sure what you're doing. But hubs are good, direct drive, whatever it might be. Oh, I know where we are. We are about to go over the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And, we're out of time. Should we? Oh, let's stay on just for a little bit, huh? We'll stay on for another 3 minutes. That should get us about halfway across the bridge. But you can see there, right in the middle of the screen, that is the Sydney Harbour Bridge going away from the city. Yeah, and over the bridge they do have a train line. You can see right next to us. That's the fencing there. Keep people out of the train lines. And you'll see all this brick here will go away soon, right about now, and it'll open up, and there's the view. I'm not sure where he's got his camera view mounted, but it must be on his chest, because if that was me, I'd be looking way over at the view, or he probably does it every day, to be honest. Good questions coming from Scotty. Belts or hubs? What's your budget? Where are you based? What kind of ride are you looking for? Do you want all-terrain? Do you want street? A whole bunch of things. So I've been thinking of making like an infographic. Do you want belt or hubs? Hubs, it'll go to like this section. What kind of quality you're looking for? How much money do you want to spend? Gives you an answer. But that's a decent budget, Mr. Exchange. You have lots of opportunities to get a really good board for that amount of money. Whew. Where am I at? 123. It's good, consistent beats per minute. My resting beats per minute's come down quite a lot. It's normally around the 70 mark, just because I'm always thinking, I'm always on the go. It's come down to like 60, 65, which I'm really happy with. To the left is Luna Park, to the right, the Opera House. Thank you, Mr. Tour Guide Scotty. You're right, you can't see Luna Park. It's up way and on the left-hand side, and right next to Luna Park is one of the best views from a swimming pool you'll ever see, looking right up at the Opera House. I went to a wedding just back and to the left on this side of the water. There's some really nice function spaces in there. Really cool Jewish wedding. All these people dancing everywhere. And then you can't see it. You won't be able to see it. It's the Opera House on the right hand side. And I think there's a ferry waiting at one of the ports there. Yeah, it's very cool. GTR Carbon would be a great option. The service is fantastic. I agree. It'd be really good. And that carbon will keep it firm. And I would suggest getting some of their all-terrain wheels just to give you a bit of padding, a bit of suspension. Get some decent bushings. They come with decent bushings anyway. All right. All done. Looking forward to next week. Danny, if you're watching, Emma, Xander, all those guys, let's have a, sounds weird, let's have a 4-way live stream of us exercising together. Emma could be on the hula hoops, or, I don't know, doing some doing some different kind of work. Danny on the bike, me, Xander maybe, I don't know, on his keyboard. I don't know what he does. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. We'll be here tomorrow. We're actually going to be here every day now until, except for Sunday. That's just the day off, because I'm home. All right, have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.